Welcome to Deep Dive into the UNA tokenomic machine designed by Dr. Coinopolis. We can't blame you for mistaking this for the schematic of a nuclear power station. Really, what you're looking at is the future of how all good token game economies are going to be designed. We have designed the token economy for sustainability and extreme pressure. Take a walk with us as we get you up to speed. The diagram in the middle of the display features the entire token economy fully designed. It has a long bar at the bottom running horizontally. This represents the token price over time as the economy plays out. So as we press play, we get to see how all our theory plays out and works into price action. And top left, you will see people who are claiming UNA. Let's take a look at that. It takes 18 months to get a full non-linear claim of UNA. We're assuming that as people claim over time, 90% of people will sell their UNA. This is important so that we can model the worst case and come up on top. Over the 18-month claim, you can see people claiming their UNA based on however many months that they've waited in this branch over here. We're assuming that 90% of what gets claimed is going to be sold because we're working on the worst case scenario. On the other hand, if for example you claim at month 4, you're going to lose month 5 to 18 that goes into this branch over here. Of the part that is lost, 80% is being burned from the total supply, 10% is redistributed to people who are still holding the winner, and 10% goes into the treasury of the 10% that is allocated to the treasury. 70% is going to be invested for us, and 30% is going to be unlocked, waiting for us to build the economy. In this part of the diagram, the private sale and sacrifice pressure has also been modeled out. We see the early 15% of sell pressure at the TGE become immediately available, and we make assumptions that all of it is going to be sold to interviewing a wide range of participants. We've been able to build a basic range of assumptions that we can incorporate this into the model. In this section, we can see the clips that both advisors and team are facing. We made an assumption that advisors are going to be selling 50% of the allocation and holding 50% of it. All of this feeds right back into our automated market maker. Of course, no model is complete with having a look at the community by pressure. We've made some assumptions in that and feed that back into the automated market maker. Perhaps one of the most interesting aspects of the UNA model, or the UST, Luna, and Luna Classic sacrifices. As we receive donations of Luna, Luna Classic, and UST, we first of all burn 10% of those, which is done publicly in tandem with other Terra ecosystem marketing partnerships on social media. 45% is then moved back into the treasury, and the other 45% is converted into USDC, which is used to drive buybacks as well as supply deeper liquidity. In summary, on the top left, you can see all the claims occurring. Moving across the top of the diagram, you can see the buy pressure, the Luna, Luna Classic, and UST donations coming in. The bottom left of the diagram features the public sale as well as the sacrifices that happen pre-TGE. Over here are the different distributions for advisors, the team, marketing, ecosystem, and the treasury, all playing out within our hypothesis. In Machinations, we are able to press play and actually see all of these pressures playing out over time, reflected in the price increases or fluctuations as it goes along. One of the really fun things in the Machinations is zooming in and actually being able to see different parts of the economy at work as the price reaches stability, increases, or has any change whatsoever. We're able to actually monitor what is causing these price changes and pivot or make subtle changes and see how they play out. Welcome to the future of modeling token economics, and inside, look into UNA's unique token design.